Today, I want to talk to you about something more powerful than muscles, more essential than talent, and more enduring than luck: inner strength. We admire those who seem to walk through storms without breaking. But the truth is, they weren't born that way. They built it, day by day, habit by habit. Becoming unbreakable doesn't happen in a single moment of inspiration. It happens through a daily routines, small, consistent choices that forge resilience, focus, and calm in the face of chaos. The way you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Starting your morning with stillness, whether through mindfulness or meditation, is one of the most powerful habits you can develop to build inner strength. This practice is not about escaping reality, but about grounding yourself firmly in the present moment, creating a mental space of calm and clarity before the day's demands pull you in every direction. When you wake up and immediately rush into your routine, checking your phone, jumping out of bed, or diving into tasks, your mind often becomes overwhelmed with scattered thoughts, anxiety, and distractions. By contrast, spending even just 5 to 10 minutes in quiet meditation or mindful breathing helps to reset your brain's activity. It encourages a shift from reactive thinking to intentional awareness, making you less vulnerable to stressors throughout the day. Meditation trains your mind to observe your thoughts without judgment, allowing you to recognize negative or unhelpful patterns early on. Over time, this practice enhances your emotional regulation, helping you stay composed and balanced when faced with challenges. You build resilience not by suppressing your emotions, but by learning how to acknowledge them calmly and choose your response rather than reacting impulsively. Mindfulness in the morning also sharpens your focus. As you cultivate the habit of being fully present during these moments of stillness, you strengthen your ability to concentrate on tasks later in the day. This is crucial because inner strength relies heavily on sustained attention and deliberate action rather than being scattered or overwhelmed by distractions. Starting your day with a meditative routine also fosters a deeper connection to yourself. In those quiet moments, away from noise and busyness, you can check in with your inner state, how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. This self-awareness allows you to identify what you need to thrive, whether it's more rest, motivation, or a compassionate reminder to be gentle with yourself. Another benefit is that morning mindfulness sets a foundation for gratitude and positivity. By focusing on your breath or simply being present, you create space to appreciate the small things in life: the air you breathe, the quiet moments, or even the opportunity to begin anew each day. This outlook can buffer you from negativity and build a stronger mindset over time. Finally, incorporating this practice consistently rewires your brain to prioritize calmness and clarity over chaos and overwhelm. Like any form of training, it requires patience and dedication, but the results are profound. The simple act of sitting quietly every morning, focusing on your breath or your senses, builds a mental fortress that prepares you to face the world with unshakable inner strength. Physical exercise is one of the most powerful tools for building inner strength, yet it's often overlooked in conversations about mental resilience. When you commit to moving your body every day, you aren't just improving your physical health. You are also training your mind to handle discomfort, stay disciplined, and push through resistance. This connection between body and mind is fundamental to becoming unbreakable. Exercise teaches you to embrace effort and persistence. Every workout challenges you to keep going even when your muscles burn or your energy dips. This experience of pushing past physical limits translates directly to mental toughness. When life throws challenges your way, you'll be better equipped to endure the pressure, knowing from experience that you can persevere beyond what feels easy or comfortable. Movement also acts as a natural stress reliever. Physical activity triggers the release of endorphins, your body's feel-good chemicals that reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. Regular exercise can create a buffer against daily stressors, making you more emotionally resilient. When your body feels strong, your mind often follows suit, fostering a sense of empowerment and control over your circumstances. Consistency is key when it comes to exercise. Even a short, purposeful session every day can have cumulative effects that are greater than sporadic, intense workouts. Daily movement builds routine, discipline, and structure, elements that are critical to maintaining inner strength over the long term. It sends a message to your brain that you are committed to taking care of yourself, which boosts self-esteem and motivation. Moving your body also sharpens your mental focus and clarity. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, improving cognitive function, memory, and concentration. This mental sharpness helps you face complex problems with a clear head and a calm demeanor. It's easier to stay grounded and make sound decisions when your brain is energized and well, nourished through movement. Another crucial aspect of daily exercise is the cultivation of patience and self-compassion. Progress in fitness doesn't happen overnight, and you will encounter setbacks, whether it's a missed workout, an injury, or simply a day when you feel weak. Learning to accept these moments without judgment while recommitting to your practice fosters a mindset of perseverance that spills over into every other area of your life. Purposeful movement doesn't have to mean intense gym sessions or marathon training. It can be tailored to your preferences, whether that's walking, yoga, swimming, dancing, or weight training. The important factor is intentionality, showing up for your body with respect and consistency. This daily ritual becomes a form of self-respect and empowerment, reinforcing your ability to overcome challenges. Lastly, exercising daily builds not just strength, but also a sense of achievement. Completing your workout, no matter how small, gives you a tangible win that boosts your confidence. These small victories accumulate and remind you that you have control over your body and your mindset. This growing sense of agency is a cornerstone of unbreakable inner strength. Starting your day with a small, intentional victory creates momentum that can carry you through even the toughest challenges. One of the simplest yet most effective habits to achieve this is making your bed as soon as you get up. It might seem trivial, but this act signals to your brain that you are ready to take control and accomplish tasks. It's a physical representation of order, discipline, and care, qualities essential for building inner strength. When you make your bed, you complete the first task of the day, no matter how small. This sense of achievement activates your motivation and sets a positive tone. It's the first domino to fall in a chain reaction that encourages productivity and focus. You're telling yourself, I can follow through, which makes it easier to tackle larger, more complex tasks ahead. Setting small goals in the morning is the next step in this process. Instead of overwhelming yourself with a long to-do list, identify one or two achievable goals that are meaningful and manageable. This practice breaks the day into bite-sized chunks, making progress feel attainable rather than daunting. When you focus on what you can accomplish right now, you build confidence and reduce feelings of stress or procrastination. These small goals act as guideposts, helping you prioritize your time and energy. They provide clarity amidst the chaos, enabling you to channel your efforts toward purposeful action. Whether it's finishing an important email, spending 10 minutes reading, or drinking a glass of water, these micro accomplishments strengthen your sense of agency and reinforce your ability to steer your day. The habit of winning your morning also cultivates discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results, and it's something you build with consistent practice. When you make your bed and set goals daily, you are training your brain to resist distraction and delay gratification. This daily ritual solidifies a mindset of responsibility and control, which is foundational to inner strength. Another benefit is the boost to your mental clarity. A tidy space starting with a made bed creates a sense of order that extends to your thoughts. It reduces mental clutter, helping you approach your tasks with calm and focus. This psychological effect can increase productivity and decrease overwhelm, making it easier to maintain emotional balance throughout the day. Importantly, these morning wins create positive feedback loops. Each small success reinforces the belief that you can influence your life positively. Over time, these victories accumulate and your self-confidence grows stronger. You begin to view yourself as capable and resilient, which makes it easier to face adversity with courage. Finally, starting your day with intention and purpose helps you cultivate gratitude and mindfulness. Taking a moment to appreciate your achievements, however small, nurtures a positive outlook. It shifts your mindset from reactive to proactive, encouraging you to take ownership of your journey toward becoming unbreakable. In today's world, we are bombarded with an endless stream of information, opinions, and distractions. The noise can be overwhelming and detrimental to our mental clarity and emotional well-being. To build unbreakable inner strength, one of the most important habits you can cultivate is controlling your input, carefully choosing what you allow into your mind and being deliberate about your influences. The quality of the information you consume shapes your thoughts, emotions, and ultimately your actions. If you fill your mind with negativity, fear, and chaos, it becomes much harder to maintain resilience and calm. On the other hand, if you consciously select uplifting, inspiring, and constructive content, your mindset is nourished and fortified. This is why limiting exposure to toxic news cycles, social media overload, and negative people is essential. Digital noise is especially harmful because it's designed to capture your attention constantly, often pulling you into reactive, emotional states. Spending hours scrolling through social media or sensational news can drain your energy, increase anxiety, and distort your perception of reality. Taking control means setting boundaries, such as designated times for checking devices or even digital detoxes, that protect your mental space. Choosing your influence goes beyond avoiding negativity. It means actively seeking sources that inspire growth, learning, and positivity. This could be reading books that expand your mindset, listening to podcasts that motivate, or surrounding yourself with people who encourage your best self. These positive inputs act like fuel for your inner strength, reminding you of your potential and reinforcing your values. This practice also encourages you to become more mindful of subconscious conditioning. Much of what we absorb quietly shapes our beliefs and attitudes without us realizing it. By becoming intentional about what you consume, you take back ownership of your mental landscape, creating space for clarity and authentic thinking instead of mental clutter or confusion. Moreover, controlling your input helps you cultivate emotional resilience. When you choose to limit exposure to distressing or triggering content, you reduce unnecessary emotional upheaval. This doesn't mean ignoring reality, but rather managing the way you engage with it so you remain grounded and less reactive to external chaos. Taking charge of your influences requires discipline and self-awareness. It can be challenging to break habits like constant phone checking or watching sensationalist news, but with consistent effort, you can retrain your brain to crave nourishment instead of noise. Over time, you will notice increased focus, reduced anxiety, and a stronger ability to stay calm under pressure. Lastly, this habit empowers you to create your own environment of strength. Just as you wouldn't allow physical toxins into your body, you don't need to let mental toxins into your mind. By controlling your input, you are curating a protective space where your inner strength can flourish, clear, focused, and unbreakable. One of the most powerful ways to build inner strength is to deliberately face challenges and lean into discomfort every day. Growth rarely happens in comfort zones. It is forged in moments of struggle, persistence, and overcoming resistance. By intentionally choosing to do hard things daily, you train your mind and body to tolerate stress, develop grit, and expand your limits. Doing hard things doesn't mean constantly seeking out extreme challenges or punishing yourself. It means consistently stepping outside of what feels easy or familiar, even in small ways. This could be waking up earlier than usual, having difficult conversations, pushing through a tough workout, or simply resisting the urge to give up when things get uncomfortable. Each time you do this, you reinforce your ability to endure and adapt. Leaning into discomfort rewires your brain to associate difficulty with growth rather than fear or avoidance. Over time, your tolerance for discomfort increases, and you become less reactive to adversity. This is a crucial element of becoming unbreakable because life inevitably presents hardships, and your strength lies in how you respond to them. Facing hard things daily also builds confidence. When you prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort, no matter how small the challenge, you strengthen your belief in your own resilience. This growing confidence fuels motivation and reduces self-doubt, enabling you to take on bigger challenges with courage and determination. In addition, embracing discomfort enhances your problem-solving skills. When you are used to encountering resistance, you learn to approach obstacles creatively and persistently rather than giving in or avoiding them. This mindset shift transforms setbacks into opportunities for learning and improvement, which is essential for inner strength. Another benefit is the development of discipline. Doing hard things daily requires showing up even when you don't feel like it. This consistency trains your willpower and self-control, allowing you to stay committed to your goals despite distractions or temptations. Discipline becomes a habit that underpins all other aspects of your growth. It's important to recognize that discomfort doesn't always mean suffering or pain. It can be a signal that you are stretching beyond your current limits in a healthy way. Learning to differentiate between productive discomfort and harmful stress is part of the process. Listening to your body and mind while still pushing forward helps you build sustainable resilience. Ultimately, making a habit of doing hard things daily creates a foundation of inner strength that is unshakable. You become someone who doesn't shy away from challenges, but rather meets them head on with determination and grace. This daily commitment to leaning into discomfort shapes a mindset that no obstacle is too great to overcome. Reflection is a vital practice for building inner strength because it allows you to process your experiences thoughtfully, learn from them, and shift your mindset toward growth. Journaling is one of the most effective ways to cultivate this habit. When you write honestly about your thoughts, feelings, and challenges, you create space to understand yourself better and develop resilience through self-awareness. The power of journaling lies in its ability to externalize your inner world. Putting pen to paper helps organize chaotic thoughts, making them less overwhelming and easier to manage. This clarity brings emotional relief and helps you see patterns in your reactions, habits, and beliefs that either support or undermine your strength. Practicing gratitude within your journal is especially transformative. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack, positivity rather than negativity. Even on difficult days, acknowledging what you are thankful for, whether it's the support of a friend, a moment of peace, or simply the breath in your lungs, can shift your perspective and fuel hope. Honesty is equally important in your reflections. Avoid sugarcoating or suppressing your true feelings. Facing uncomfortable truths about your fears, mistakes, or weaknesses builds courage and authenticity. By confronting these parts of yourself with kindness rather than judgment, you develop emotional resilience and learn to embrace your whole self. Reframing negative experiences is another key benefit of reflective journaling. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, you can explore what lessons they offer and how they might contribute to your growth. This mindset shift transforms challenges into opportunities, making you stronger and more adaptable in the face of adversity. Reflection also enhances decision making. When you regularly review your actions and their outcomes, you become more mindful of your choices and their alignment with your values. This increased self-awareness helps you course correct and stay on track with your goals, reinforcing your sense of control and inner strength. Making journaling a daily habit creates a rhythm of self-check-ins that deepen your emotional intelligence. Over time, you become more attuned to your needs and triggers, which allows you to manage stress and setbacks more effectively. This ongoing practice fosters patience and compassion toward yourself, essential qualities for sustaining strength. Finally, journaling is a powerful tool for envisioning the future. Writing about your aspirations, intentions, and the person you want to become fuels motivation and commitment. Reflection and reframing through journaling build a mental foundation of hope, resilience, and clarity, all of which contribute to becoming unbreakable. How you end your day is just as important as how you start it. Building inner strength requires a deliberate and calming night routine that signals to your mind and body that it's time to rest and recover. Without this intentional closure to your day, stress and overwhelm can carry over into your sleep, impairing both your physical and mental resilience. A purposeful night routine creates structure and predictability, helping your brain wind down from the day's stimulation. This can include simple habits like dimming the lights, reading a book, or practicing gentle stretches or meditation. These activities activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which slows your heart rate and prepares you for restful sleep, a critical foundation for emotional and cognitive strength. One key aspect of an effective night routine is setting digital boundaries. The glow of screens, phones, tablets, computers, emits blue light that disrupts your body's natural production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. Reducing screen time at least an hour before bed can dramatically improve the quality of your rest, allowing your mind to recover fully and your inner strength to recharge. Digital boundaries also mean being mindful about what kind of content you consume before sleep. Avoid news, social media, or anything that triggers stress or anxiety. Instead, opt for calming or uplifting activities that promote relaxation. This helps prevent your mind from becoming overstimulated or ruminating on worries as you try to fall asleep. Creating intentional space for reflection and gratitude before bed can also enhance your emotional well-being. Taking a few minutes to jot down positive moments from the day or set gentle intentions for tomorrow helps shift your focus from stress to appreciation. This practice not only improves your mood, but also strengthens your mindset over time. Sleep itself is a cornerstone of inner strength. During deep sleep, your brain processes emotions, consolidates memories, and restores energy. Without sufficient restful sleep, your ability to cope with stress diminishes, your decision-making falters, and your emotional resilience weakens. Prioritizing sleep through a consistent night routine is therefore non-negotiable for becoming unbreakable. Consistency is key. Going to bed and waking up at the same time daily trains your body's internal clock and improves sleep quality. This rhythm supports sustained energy and mental clarity, allowing you to face daily challenges with greater calm and focus. Your body and mind become more synchronized, promoting overall well-being. Finally, ending your day with intention means honoring the need for rest as part of your strength-building journey. Rest is not weakness. It is a vital act of self-care and renewal. By consciously closing your day with calming rituals and digital boundaries, you create a protected space for healing and growth, preparing you to greet each new day with renewed inner power. Becoming unbreakable is not about avoiding hardship or living a life free from struggle. It is about intentionally building habits that strengthen your mind, body, and spirit, so that you can face whatever comes your way with resilience and grace. Each day presents an opportunity, a chance to start with stillness, move with purpose, win your morning, control your input, do hard things, reflect honestly, and end with intention. This daily routine is a blueprint for cultivating inner strength that stands the test of time. It transforms you from within, layer by layer, so that when challenges arise, you do not crumble. You adapt, grow, and rise. Remember, unbreakable strength is a journey, not a destination. It is forged in the small, consistent actions you take each day. Commit to these practices, embrace the discomfort of growth, and nurture your mind and body with care and intention. Over time, you will discover a version of yourself that is calm under pressure, confident in uncertainty, and unwavering in purpose. That is the true power of becoming unbreakable. So start today, start now. Build your daily routine not just to survive but to thrive, because inside you lies a strength that no circumstance can diminish, strength that is truly unbreakable.